We grow up hearing about the body as if it were nothing more than appearance, a standard to follow, a shape to be molded. But before all of that, the body is home. It is a temple. It is the first and the last house you will ever inhabit in this life. And strangely enough, it is precisely this home that we most often forget to care for. We take care of the physical house we live in. We tidy the living room for visitors, clean the bedroom, organize closets. But when was the last time you stopped to think, how is the house of my soul? This body that carries you, that sustains your battles, that breathes while you sleep, that pumps blood without asking permission. Is it well? It's curious how much value we place on everything external, yet we treat the body as if it were disposable. We only remember it when it hurts, when it falls ill, when it cries out for help. But the truth is, the body speaks all the time. It speaks through the fatigue you insist on ignoring. It speaks through the back pain you mask with painkillers. It speaks through the anxiety that speeds up your heartbeat when your mind can't keep up. And no matter how much you try to silence these voices, eventually they scream. The body is the translation of the soul in the world. It is the materialization of everything you feel, live, and carry within. It is through your body that you hug, that you smile, that you cry. It is through it that you show the world, I am here. That's why taking care of your body is not just about physical health. It is a profound gesture of self-respect. It is the recognition that you exist, that you deserve to feel well, that you have the right to inhabit this home with lightness. Think about it. How many times have you been grateful simply for being alive today? For opening your eyes in the morning, for being able to stand up, for having legs that hold you, lungs that breathe, a heart that has never stopped beating for you? We take for granted what should be celebrated every single day. Life doesn't need great achievements to be valuable. It already is, and because it unfolds in every cell of your body. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Wrinkles that tell stories, scars that reveal survival, dark circles that say you fought, even when tired. The body holds memories. It is a living diary of who you were, of what you faced, and most of all, of what you overcame. So maybe true beauty is not about fitting into unrealistic standards, but about recognizing that every detail of your body is a witness to your journey. The body as the home of the soul. That is what it means. A sacred space where life manifests, where the soul finds refuge. And the sooner you learn to take care of it, the sooner you realize that happiness also lives in the simple act of respecting who you are, inside and out. If today you could make just one choice, let it be this. Take care of your home. Not because someone told you to, not because society demands it, but because you deserve it. Because this home is unique, and you only have one to live in. Happiness is not a destination, it's a choice. And often, it begins with something simple. A step, a breath, a movement. We spend so much time complaining about our bodies that we forget they are the very place where life happens. Your muscles, your breath, your heartbeat. They are the foundation of your existence. Taking care of your body is not vanity. It is respect. It is gratitude for the miracle of being alive. A happy day doesn't need grand events. Sometimes it starts when you put on your shoes, feel the wind on your face, and let your body move. Exercise is not punishment. It is a quiet way of telling yourself, I care about me. While the world keeps rushing, you can choose to be here, to feel your heart racing, the sweat dripping, the air filling your lungs. This is life pulsing. It is you, whole, present, awake. In the end, happiness is not about having it all. It's about feeling good in your own skin. It's about waking up and realizing that despite the struggles, you still take care of yourself, that you choose yourself every single day, and that, in itself, is victory. There is an illusion that follows us from an early age, the belief that happiness is always somewhere far away. It will come when we get the dream job, when we have more money, when we lose weight, when we find someone, when we buy something new. And so we keep living from one someday to another, as if life were only worth it in the future. But the truth is that happiness was never out there. It has always been here, in the present, in the small, almost invisible things that the rush of daily life blinds us to. Happiness is the smell of coffee in the morning. It is the sound of laughter from someone you love. It is coming home after a hard day and finding an embrace. It is putting on music and dancing alone in your room. It is the feeling of accomplishment after a workout. It is looking up at the sky and realizing that, despite everything, life goes on. The problem is, we were taught to complicate it, to believe that we must conquer the world in order to deserve a smile. And we forgot the essence. Happiness is simple. It is made of moments, and moments, when truly lived, become eternal in memory. Think about it. What do you remember with the most affection in your life so far? It wasn't the perfect days. It was the simple ones. The sunset you stopped to watch, the conversation that warmed your heart, the walk that cleared your mind. That one day when, for no reason at all, you just felt good. To be happy is not to live without problems. It is to not let them steal your ability to enjoy what is good. It is to understand that, even in the middle of battles, there are still reasons to smile. It is to have eyes that see what truly matters. And that requires an exercise, gratitude. Gratitude transforms what we have into enough. It makes us realize that while we chase the extraordinary, we are already surrounded by everyday miracles. The simple fact of being alive, of breathing, of feeling, is already reason enough to celebrate. Many people search for happiness like it is a lost treasure. But maybe it is more like the air, invisible, yet always present. We only notice it when we stop and breathe with awareness. So today, don't wait for happiness to arrive from the outside. Build it inside yourself. Allow yourself to smile for small victories. Appreciate what you already have. Hug more. Breathe more. Move more. Because in the end, what gives life meaning is not what we accumulate, but what we feel. The simplest happiness is, in truth, the most real. It does not depend on conditions, possessions, or achievements. It is born when you are at peace with yourself. When you learn to look at yourself with kindness, when you understand that you don't need to be perfect to deserve happy days. And maybe the greatest discovery you can make is this: the happiness you have been searching for has always been here, inside of you, in the small things, in the now, in the simplicity we so often forget to notice. The world is loud, but your soul whispers. Subscribe to The Silent Rise and give yourself the gift of listening within.